The owlbear is back, bigger, stronger, and with new attacks at its disposal. So in this week's Behemoth Breakdown, let's learn what Moonreaver is all about. Before we start talking about the moveset, here are a few things you may want to know. When up against the owlbear, use any weapon you prefer because this is a neutral behemoth. When fighting Moonreaver, this behemoth is notorious for leaving itself open to attacks, so when you see it screeching or looking around, take full advantage of this and deal as much damage as you can during this time. There are two different types of staggers when you break parts off the behemoth. Breaking the arms, legs, and head will cause Moonreaver to stumble off to the left or right. Breaking the tail makes the owlbear fall forward and lands face first into the ground. There is a total of 6 breakable parts on this behemoth, one on each leg and wing, one on the tail, and one on the head. During its enrage, Moonreaver will take to the skies just like a normal Shrike. However, expect to see more moves and an even faster attack speed during this state. After a while, the behemoth will become exhausted and leave itself open to attacks. Now that's out of the way, let's have a look at Moonreaver's moveset. Some of these moves we will briefly go over since they made little to no changes. Leap and Charge. These moves haven't changed at all, so don't expect any surprises. But as for Swipe, it can now inflict the player with wound. Also, don't forget Moonreaver likes to leave itself open after Swipe, allowing you to get some good damage before the next attack. Moonslash hasn't changed, but you'll see this move used much more frequently and used in between some attacks. Avoiding it should be the same as before, so keep moving and dodge if needed. Overall, this move hasn't changed other than the size of the tornado. You can avoid the move by running off to the sides or by dodging through the attack just like before. Slam looks almost exactly the same until that second pound comes around. The owlbear is able to shift its direction a little bit with the second slam, making it hard to avoid if you dodge backwards, left, or right, forcing you to possibly dodge twice to remain unscathed. I highly recommend dodging towards the behemoth since this only burns one dodge and puts you safely out of the range of the second hit. Oddly enough, thanks to its size, it's pretty easy to avoid this move by simply running underneath the behemoth compared to a normal Shrike. This move has been tweaked to allow Moonreaver to finish the glide with Gust or a single slam if it chooses to do so. When enraged, Moonslash can also be thrown into the mix between each glide. Another good thing to know is when it's enraged, if you're going to run left or right of the glide instead of dodging, be aware that the behemoth has a slightly bigger hitbox, so don't slow down or you're going to get hit. If you're not confident in doing this, it might be better to dodge just to be safe. And just like before, the behemoth can be interrupted if you hit the owlbear in the middle of its glide. With the addition of the second arm swing, not only do you have to dodge up close, but also if you're at mid-range. There is a gap between the two swings, so if you stay just outside of the range of the first attack, the second swing will pass over you, completely missing. You better be good at staggering because in Heroic, not only is Moonreaver stronger, but it also has a modifier called Momentum. This modifier allows the behemoth to stack its damage each time it uses a glide attack. You can tell the damage is stacking by the glowing aura around Moonreaver's wings. You can reduce the stacks by staggering or interrupting the behemoth. If you don't reduce the stacks, eventually the owlbear's damage will be devastating. The owlbear can be quite the troublesome behemoth, so hopefully all the information I have given you will aid you in your next Moonreaver encounter. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in Dauntless.